Here's something we all know, but we don't think much about. Life is all about decision making, right? I mean, every day, multiple times a day, sometimes we're sure, sometimes we're unsure, but in the end, we are where we are because of the decisions that we've made, right? I mean, your decisions along with your responses to other people's decisions, which are also decisions, they're about the only thing you can control in your life, which means that your decisions are how you control your life. Decisions are your steering wheel, your joystick, your trackpad, which means, and this is big, your decisions determine your story, the story of your life. Every single decision becomes a permanent part of our stories. And if that's the case, we should stop at every decision-making juncture and consider the story that we want to tell. Perhaps more compelling, we should consider the story we want told about us. And the good news is you get to decide, but you decide one decision at a time because you write the story of your life one decision at a time. This content will help you develop the discipline to pause and ask 5 questions that will result in better decisions and fewer regrets.
Happy New Year, everyone. It is my hope and prayer in 2022 that for each one of us, no matter what is happening around us, no matter what circumstances we find ourselves in, it is my hope and prayer that we will keep Christ as the center of our lives. And as we grow in our relationship with Christ, as Christ transforms us into His image, my prayer is that we will experience peace and joy and hope no matter what is happening around us. As you could tell, next week we're starting a new series called Better Decisions, Fewer Regrets. And in the video that you just watched, Andy Stanley said this: "We are where we are because of the decisions we have made. We are where we are because of the decisions we have made." He also said, "Your decisions determine your story. Your decisions determine the story that you are writing and determines the story that will be told about you." And you've heard me say this time and time again, and it's a direct quote from Andy Stanley, that we have no idea what hangs in the balance of our decisions. We have no idea what hangs in the balance of whether or not we are obedient to God. And I believe as we start this new year, and as a pastor, I know a lot of people don't like New Year's resolutions, but I think it's important for us to pause and really recognize that we are starting a new year. It's a chance for new beginnings. And if decisions really do affect us so much, I think it's important for us to pause and look at how we can make better decisions. And so we're going to follow through this for the next 6 weeks. This is actually based on a book that Andy wrote called Better Decisions, Fewer Regrets. Most people won't read the book, so we're going to just journey through the content of that book over the next 6 weeks. And my hope is that you will walk through this, that you will engage in the discussion questions that will be made available for each week. We are planning to start gathering again on January 16th at the Bridge. So for January 2nd and January 9th, we will be pre-recording during the week and making it available Sunday morning. But then after the 16th, we will be recording on Sunday again and then making it available during the week. And I fully understand and respect that some people will not yet, even when we start gathering again on the 16th, you will not yet be comfortable joining us, that you will not yet be comfortable to be able to be out in public. But what I would hope is that as you watch this, as you journey through this with us, would you consider gathering with someone? I believe that all of us, that we have some people, whether it's 1 or 2 friends or family that we are comfortable gathering with. I would ask that you would take time to gather to watch this, that you won't just journey through this in isolation, just personally, but that you will invite someone into your home or you go to someone else's home, watch the message, and then engage in the questions that come up that will be available for you after you've watched the message. Maybe share a meal together each time you do this, and really in community learn from each other. I know in my own personal life that small gatherings have played such a significant role in my own spiritual formation. I believe that small gatherings are powerful for just Christ being formed in us and being about meeting the needs of each other and beyond that. But I know the power of small gatherings. So I pray that you would, if you're not going to join us, that you would consider doing that. And so that's what we're going to be doing starting next week. Today, I want you to watch a message rather than me speak or Kevin speak. I want you to, I really want you to watch this message. It's a message from Erwin McMannus that I watched a couple weeks ago, and it significantly impacted me. What I love about about technology and watching things online is the pause button. And while I watched this message, I hit the pause button a lot, and I journaled a lot. Right from the very beginning, I'm not going to spoil it for you, but he issues a statement or a question right at the beginning that really I paused and I wrote that down and underlined it and highlighted it and said, I need to come back to this and think about this more. I did that several times, and I've journaled a lot over the last couple of weeks just from this message alone. And so my prayer is that as you watch this message, it's called The End of Fear. As you watch this message, that you will be impacted as I was impacted. That you will find some things that just really need to land. That you will find some things that God can use to continue to transform you into the image of Christ. And so that is my prayer as you watch this. If you are watching this on a computer, you will be able to find this on YouTube quite easily. Here's the link on the screen. The message is called The End of Fear. If you're watching it on your TV, on a smart TV, just go to your Google search and then just in the search start entering the name The End of Fear, Erwin McMannus, and you will find it. The other possibility is just to go to our website and go to online messages, and you will be able to just click and watch it right from there. So again, I pray that you'll be impacted by this message as I was. And I look forward to having you join us next week as we begin the series, Better Decisions, Fewer Regrets. Before we go, I want to just again share this really short prayer that has marked me significantly in the last few months, and is my prayer for you as we begin this day and begin this year. So I pray that God, who gives you hope, I pray that God, this is Romans 15:13, and Paul is saying, I pray that God, who gives you hope, will keep you happy and full of peace as you believe in him. May you overflow with hope through the power of the Holy Spirit. May you overflow with hope through the power of the Holy Spirit. That is my prayer for you, each one of you, in 2022, that you would overflow with hope through the power of the Holy Spirit. God bless you, and we will see you next week.